What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. Today we are potentially due for the biggest market boom that we've seen on FC25 yet. The full team of the year is on its way. But before we get into the market talk, let's go ahead and start today's video by packing one of the Defenders Team of the Years. We've got 4 player picks to do so, a lot of 85 rated gold rare players. Hopefully, one of them is blue. There are 10 defenders in packs that we could end up getting. All right, I mean, that's not a terrible start. We'll take a team of the week for our Gareth Bale SBC. If we do end up doing that, we're going to need a lot of fodder for it. Let's see what we can get in the second pack. Give me something blue. That's all I'm asking for. Blue. 88 is okay. I mean, again, it's fodder, but it's not blue. I want to see at least a goalkeeper. Like, even if it's Berger, I need to get off the mark for the team of the year cards. Swanson, this isn't going well. This is not going well. Drop a like on the video right now. If you guys drop a like, and everybody does so, there's going to be a blue in this pack. Hook me up now. Give me a blue. Everybody just liked the video. You have to now. Either somebody didn't like the video or EA Sports just simply hates me. Do you need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet. Big creators use it. It has the best reviews. And if you use my code NITRO, you're going to get an extra 8% at checkout. You can even get specific players you want to add to your Ultimate Team straight from u7buy. And if it's your first time, you'll get a newcomer's bonus added to what you get. Link down below. Of course, fellas, we've been trading with our team of the year cards. We made a lot of coins on Rodri, a lot of coins on James, but not all of the cards were dubs. We lost coins on Bellingham, lost coins on Salah. Then we made coins yesterday on Renard. So if you guys are actually following me on Twitter, I've been tweeting out when I buy these cards. I think the rebound for Renard will be really nice. I'm buying 2 of them, which I did. I bought 2 of them for 3.2 million coins and then flipped those cards for 3.64. The tax is not too bad on cards that are like, less than 4 million. The tax on cards that are nearly 10 million, very different story. We bought this card for 8.25 million coins, sold it for 600K more, and after tax, we're not even making 200,000 coin profit. It's still profit, but that is a lot of tax for a card. You're taking a lot of risk if you're trying to flip cards like Saliba. But we made it work. We made it work. But let me go ahead and give you guys my opinion on what these Team of the Year cards are going to be at their low point throughout the next couple of days, because I haven't been investing long term. Of course, I've sold all of my Team of the Year cards after I bought them, pretty much within a few hours every time or overnight. But I think that it's going to be buy time to pick up your cards if you want to buy any of these Team of the Year cards for your team. If they are an attacker like Vinicius Jr. or Salah or any of the women's attackers as well, I think your buy time is going to be sometime tonight, Wednesday night, Thursday morning at the very latest, after maybe division rival rewards or slightly beforehand. I think if you're looking to get a Sophia Smith, a Hansen, a James, a Salah, or a Vinny Jr., good luck trying to snipe Mbappe, but I do believe you're going to hit the low point for them tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'd be picking up those cards sometime tonight. Then the midfielders, very weird because they actually had the most supply of anybody. Maybe the attackers a little bit tougher to pack, but they were also the midfielders in packs for Weekend League, FUT Champs. And so those cards actually hit a really, really low point while they were in packs. And we made, of course, some profit on Rodri, but this card is up a good amount. We're seeing it get kind of rare now at 6.5 million coins. Look, that's up about 1 million coins after it's gone out of packs. So there could be some room for this card to drop, and there could be even some room for Bellingham to drop a little bit and Palmer to drop a little bit throughout today. So I wouldn't be in a rush to buy the midfielders right now, but I do think that these guys are going to hit their low point today, tonight, tomorrow morning at the very latest. You should be picking up the forwards and midfielders. For the defenders, my opinion is different. These cards haven't seen a lot of supply yet. There weren't a lot of people that saved packs for these defenders. And so cards like Saliba, who is also 95 rated, just like Cole Palmer, there were probably 1/10 the amount of cards on the market. Now, you could argue the pack weight was worse because he's just a more useful card, maybe. But it's also because of the fact that of course, we don't have foot champs right now, so not a lot of pack supply. Nobody realistically saves their packs for Team of the Year defenders. If you made it this far, you might as well hold for the full team. That's the idea. And so I think that these defender cards, which we flipped yesterday, of course, for Saliba, 8.1 million, we sold right here. So maybe it sold a little bit early. It could have made a couple more 100K or another million coins if we got it to sell. It got very rare into the night. I think these cards are going to be at their low point on Thursday. And we have some data to back that up. Because if we take a look at last year, and we look at like Karchawi, and we'll use her because she's also in this Team of the Year, and she's more affordable for you guys than Saliba. A lot of people don't have the budget for Saliba, but a lot of people do have the budget for a card like Karchawi, who's 2.4 million coins right now. Take a look at her card last year. This card, guys, this card hit their low point on Thursday when the full release came out. This card was 1.8 million on the first day, an average of 1.5 million on the second day, and then 1.2 million on Thursday, the full release of the team. And then that card went from 1.2 all the way to 2.7 in just a few days. It didn't even take until the end of Team of the Year before that card had already risen to 2.7 million coins. So a very, very massive rise in price that we can expect from some of those Team of the Year defenders over the course of the next few days. Be on the lookout and try to pick one of those cards up and just use it in your team this weekend and then use it for the first part of next week. And then maybe you can sell, or you could probably hold a little bit longer. For a lot of cards, we can take a look at like Jude Bellingham from last year because he was also in Team of the Year last year and this year. Take a look at Jude Bellingham's graph. This card hit his low point probably before the Thursday, right? So Wednesday he was 4.7 million, and then on Thursday he was 4.9 million. Now it's not a huge rise in price when you consider the grand scheme of things and how much it rose to during the second week of Team of the Year. It got all the way to 8.2 million coins in a week when it was 4.7, almost doubling in price. If you bought on that Thursday, probably still getting a pretty good deal right there. But it looks like Wednesday was the low point for midfielders last year, which is exactly what I think is going to happen this year as well. And then if we take a look at some of the forwards, what forward should I use from last year? I guess I'll use Lionel Messi from that. Or actually, let's use Sophia Smith because I think she was in the Team of the Year last year as well. So Sophia Smith, Team of the Year. What did that hit the low point? I would predict it would be on the Wednesday, but I'm not 100% sure. It actually hit the low point on the Thursday of full release. It was a little bit lower between the Wednesday and the Thursday. But overall, guys, no matter which card you're buying, it looks like the buy window is over the next 36 hours. So if you think it's low over the next 36 hours, you're probably right. And you'll be able to hold that card long term. Again, this card, by the time it was Team of the Year was over, 3 million coins, 1.5 million coins on the Wednesday and the Thursday. So that's when to buy Team of the Year cards if you were looking at Team of the Years. Let's go ahead and talk about fodder now on the market, fellas, because we did get the Team of the Year Gareth Bale Icon SBC. Take a look at the price of this SBC from when it came out. 2.1 million coins to complete at first, and now it is 2.5 million coins to complete. It is because fodder is on the rise. Our last video was pretty much all about fodder cards rising because of this SBC. I wish I would have gone heavy on 91s. That's what I was considering because 91 rated cards have now gone from 37 to 51,000 coins. 90s are up, 89s are up from like 16, 17K all the way to like 20 to 22,000 coins. And then 88s and 87s are slightly up as well. We haven't seen as much of a rise from the low budget cards yet. The 83s are still 900. They do sell for 900 to like 1.2K if you do try to flip those cards. And as you guys can see, it's very easy to make coins on fodder cards if you just keep listing these cards. And I've been listing for more than what they go for. I got these cards for 2,000 coins for the 84s. I've been listing for 2.8 and just relisting. For 85s, I've been listing those cards for close to 4,000 coins, which they are now going for almost 4,000 coins, but I got those cards again for close to 3K. But if you guys keep relisting these cards, most of them sold earlier this week, and I just kind of wanted to show you these cards, but I've been relisting those cards every single time they expire, and I'm just going to go ahead and relist those cards again because a couple more will sell every single hour. So if you're not continuously keeping your cards active on the transfer market, you're missing out on extra coins. If you have a low budget, you should be looking at those 84 rated and 85 rated and buying those cards for as cheap as you can get them at content release every single day. Once content releases, you should be getting them when the supply hits. You should be buying these during division rival rewards. You should be buying these at supply on Thursday. Buy these 85s, buy these 84s, and then immediately be listing them on the market for like 800 to 1,000 more than what you bought them for, because they will sell. Even if you list 50 and only 3 of them sell in the first hour, you relist and another 3 it will sell, relist and another 4 will sell. That's how it works. It's easy coins if you've got a low budget. That is how you should be making your coins right now. So we saw the left back get added to evolutions. We saw the playmaking protector. If you invested in a Teo Hernandez, that card went from 170,000 coins to extinct. I think we were mostly looking at lower budget cards. And I actually ended up picking up a Marquisio, and I still have a few of them, I believe. But Marquisio, this card is 35K right now, but if you take a look at the hourly graph, that card got down to as low as 30K. We bought him right there at about 30,000, 29,000 coins, and then he rose back up to 38K. He got all the way down to 30K again, rose back up to 35. Every single day that we don't get a center mid evolution, he has been bouncing up and down, and I've been making some coins on that. Of course, we talked about these 87 rateds pretty heavily in the last video because of the evolutions that come. So when we look at some of the center mids, which we haven't really been targeted for yet with these evolutions, there's so many different options to go for. So what I did was I just looked for 87 rated cards for center mid and center defensive mid, because those are 2 positions we haven't had evolutions for in a while, since before Team of the Year, and ever since they've been dropping these evolutions for the max 87 rated, they've hit almost every other position other than goalkeeper, of course. They hit center attacking mids, which wasn't really a huge success for an evolution. Not a lot of cards really rose for that. Neymar Jr. actually went up for that one because he's a winger, but he's also a center attacking mid, so you could use him. Yaya Toure, I think, is a good shout because he can play center mid and center defensive mid. And this card, I mean, look at the spike that he had from his low point was 195. He's been on average like 235, but he spiked up to 390K when the evolutions got hyped up on Sunday. He's back down now, and we haven't yet had a center mid, center defensive mid evolution for a couple weeks now. I think we're due for one. 260 is a little high. If you can get them for 250 or less, I just saw one for 235, so it's not too difficult to get them for less than 260. That could be a shout right there. Of course, we already talked about Marquisio. This card has been hitting 29, 30K. Like, if you can get it for that, there's not a lot of risk in my opinion. He can also play left mid. I don't know if that's going to be something that might come up if they boost his pace a lot, but I would assume he's probably better at center mid and center defensive mid anyway, but that's a card that could go up for it. Pedri could be a shout because he, of course, gets links to all the Barcelona content that we've been getting over the course of the last couple of days. And we also got a Barcelona SBC with Sama Pereyuelo. So Sama Pereyuelo, 50% upvote, 50% downvote. She probably deserved to be in Team of the Year itself, but got snubbed. Anyway, she gets a honorable mention SBC for it. Now, we do have a couple of other SBCs leaked for the Team of the Year. Abili is going to be a big Team of the Year icon. We already know that Fodder is up. Will Fodder continue to rise on Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Most likely. I think maybe we get an opportunity to buy on Thursday if you haven't bought yet for Fodder, but I think those Fodder cards are going to the moon throughout this next 7 to 8, 9 days. And Abili is going to help out with making those cards a little bit more expensive. And so she's going to get a Team of the Year icon SBC. We're also going to get a Gyökeres SBC or objective. So it's not guaranteed to be an SBC card. But if you look at links to possibly Sporting, CP, or Sweden, that could be a shout for the Gyökeres card because you're going to have to link him somehow. And you only have one icon most likely with that Zidane. Maybe some people have more icons to link him, but Zidane at least gets him some chemistry. And you can, of course, maybe look at Swedish managers on the market for some profit. That's what we always have been doing with these cards that are from maybe less easy nations to link. We did it with a few of the African managers like the Nigerian manager, and then I think we looked at Senegalese managers as well, and we made some coins on those. But now we've got to look for the Swedish managers, and I do think that Sweden managers could benefit from either an SBC or an objective for Gyökeres. I think probably more so for an objective because more people would probably get it with the objective, but right now it looks like Swedish managers are going for less than 1,000 coins, maybe 1,000 coins on the dot. That's a good low budget investment right there. I'll buy one of them right there and just send it to the transfer list so I can say that I made coins on the Gyökeres objective or SBC. But that's a good idea right there. But we also have one more thing to note with Team of the Years, guys. They are going to be in the Season 3 and 4 review pack, which is going to be including Team of the Year cards, Thunderstrucks, Ultimate Succession, Globetrotter, Winter Wild cards, and Numero Foot. But Team of the Year is being included in that means that you're going to be able to pack Team of the Year cards even after they are out of the packs in these Season 3 and 4 review packs, which you've been getting from rewards, but you can also get from SBCs often because they've been dropping these casino SBCs a lot this year, really. They've been dropping them a lot. So you're probably going to be able to get them out of SBCs. There is a question, will EA change that and make sure that Team of the Years can't be packed again until they absolutely flood them on the market during Fuddies? Possibly. We'll see. It'll be the first time in a while that Team of the Years can be packed literally the week after Team of the Year it goes out of packs, which could also maybe affect investments, but given the fact that these are, untradeable packs, at least they have been untradeable packs, realistically it shouldn't affect the market all too much. And most likely, even if they do include them in packs, it's going to be very tough to get a Team of the Year over any of the other promos that are in that pack itself. So something to consider, though. Something to consider. But what about meta cards? Meta cards that have been maybe rising throughout Team of the Year. Some of them have been dropping because of all the evolutions that are replacing meta players. So there are certain cards like Neymar Jr. who obviously fit into an evolution with his gold card. It negatively affected the price of the Winter Wildcard Neymar. So this card has actually come down. He's one of the few that have come down during Team of the Year, but take a look at this graph. He actually hit his peak right before Team of the Year started at 3.1 million. Then when that evolution dropped, he went all the way to 2.4 million. Little bit of a rebound, but the market is still going down for him all the way to 2.7 million coins. Could that be a good pickup now for a long-term investment? It's very possible. I do kind of like that as an investment right there. But for the overall meta market, I do believe that you're going to continue to see those cards rise, or if you haven't seen much of a rise yet, like De Jong, of course, he's on his way up. We have been seeing a great rise because we looked at that card when he was less than 1 million coins before this promo came out. He has only been going up in price, but that's a card that's a center mid or center defensive mid. We haven't seen the evolutions yet for those center mid and center defensive mid. So maybe if you have a center mid or center defensive mid, and we could get an evolution for that in the next couple of days, De Jong, just saying, he's 87 rated, maybe sell that card this morning and wait until possibly something like Neymar Jr. happens to him and you can buy him back. But for the other positions like, left wing, right back, and left back, we've already gotten the evolutions for all of those positions. Then maybe you could be looking at some of those cards for investments right now. If we look at the front page of Footbin, we can take a look at, Alexander-Arnold actually fits into that evolution, so maybe he's not a perfect example. But Vinicius Jr. could be a good example. Of course, he's going out of packs again. He'll be going out of packs again here in a couple of days. He was out of packs, spiked up from 340 to 400, went back into packs on Sunday, immediately dropped down to 375. He's 386 right now. I would say this is a good card to look for during Division Rival Rewards. If you guys want to get a Vinicius Jr. gold card, during Division Rival Rewards could be very, very good time to pick that card up. And I really do think that this card also goes extinct in the next couple of weeks. 12 million coins if you have the kind of budget. It's pretty safe, in my opinion. But even the Inform and the Trailblazer, possibly even the Winter Wild card, could be good shouts as well because they are significantly cheaper than the Team of the Year. And if this card does end up going extinct, then the next best card will probably go up in price. So Vinicius Jr. is a good shout right there. Mbappe, pretty much the exact same reasoning for why I would invest in Mbappe, as I would with Vinicius Jr. And then maybe looking at that RTTK Van Dijk, he did just get confirmed to get a finished top 2 in the league. So Liverpool are going to finish top 2 in the Champions League group stage. So that means he's going to get another upgrade. He's going to go from 93 to 94, guys. He's going to go from 93 to 94. That's not too far off of that team of the year that's extinct at 15 mil. He's 3.2 million right now. I definitely could see a rise going to 3.5, 3.6, and well beyond that over the course of the next few weeks. So that's a card that's going to get an upgrade here soon, and he is the next best version of the team of the year card, which is extinct at 15 million coins. Now, the downside to it is only one playstyle. I understand why he is a lot cheaper than the other version, but it's still going to be, I think, a good investment given the fact that that upgrade is coming. He was 2.7 before Team of the Year came out, though. So keep in mind, he's only been going up, but I also think that he's only going to continue to go up. So those are a couple of examples right there, but you can pretty much use that logic for any of the meta cards. We don't have to go one by one throughout all meta cards in the game. But that's it for today's video. Drop a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the Team of the Year full release content, which of course is coming out tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.